John Stones to Inter Milan. Here we go. Remember, Arsenal and Chelsea had gone ahead to obviously contact the side of John Stones, and they wanted to obviously take him in, but indeed he has chosen Inter Milan over them. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Second video of the day coming in through here from the Rokani Media offices, and I tell you what, we are promising to bring in more and more and more of this. Now, from there, we're also going to be talking about Henderson there for you, and Welbeck. Shock transfers of those two to Chelsea. I'm really shocked. I can't speak. I don't know whether you two are not really shocked. Now, let's head into this. Fabrizio Romano coming up and confirming to us that John Stones has gone ahead to obviously join Inter Milan. And he has said, John Stones to Inter Milan, here we go. Approval on contract terms just arrived. All confirmed. Deal until June 2028. No option for further year. Salary around 4 million euros net per season, meaning with no taxes. Stones will undergo medical in Milan soon. You understand? So, story from today confirmed. So, it's a here we go for John Stones, and he's going to be playing at Inter Milan. Now, I think he went ahead to really weigh in all these and was like, where will I obviously get much playing time? Because at Arsenal, let's be factual. John Stones will be one of those players to come in through and really play off the bench, like in the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes to defend, Carabao Cup, and so on and so forth. At Chelsea, let's first finish Arsenal, because Arsenal do have the following players. Saliba, though he's injured. Mosquera, Hincapie, Gabriel Magalhaes, Carafiori. Ben White is still there. Julian Timber is still there. They can also play in the central defense. So Arsenal really has a tight packed central defense cast that John Stones might find it hard for him to obviously get into the starting 11. And his aim is to play at the Euros also, because he played at the World Cup and he wants to play at the Euros. Though he has been injury prone at Man City, maybe he thinks that there is a chance for him to obviously put out a show, especially when it comes to the side of Inter Milan. And then Tuchel will obviously take him to the Euros that are obviously going to be coming in through in 2028. So that's all about John Stones for you. And he's one of those players that I do believe that are really talented and a different caliber of English players. He can play as a right back in the midfield. He can also play as a central defender. That is John Stones for you. At Chelsea, to have seen the manager play a back three, you never know. He would have gonna hit obviously have a better chance to play more minutes, but he won't be what we call an integral piece of the back three, because I think the back three of this manager will be Fofana, Levi Colwill, and who? And maybe Tosin. That will be the ideal back three for Xabi Alonso. And Lacroix coming in through goes ahead to send a clear message to you that it's not what they're really having in plan to obviously play with John Stones. But he has a chance of coming in through, because when one really gets injured, it's really hard to balance it up. So he has chosen Inter Milan in there for you. When you look at Inter Milan, they are a team that plays with a back three. Let's all admit, it's a team that plays with a back three. And it's a 3-5-2 system that they've always gone ahead to deploy. And in that caliber, they play with 3 central defenders. And I think the manager has gone ahead to let him know that I'm obviously going to be getting maybe divide. Is it called Divarij out, and then I'll be playing in there for you because Achebi and Augusto are untouchable in that central defense of Inter Milan. That is it. So we wait to see how the manager will put him to full usage at Inter Milan, but he was a player available at a free cost, and Arsenal tried, but I think they were not all that convincing enough to John Stones to see to it that the player goes ahead to obviously join them in there for you. So from there, we obviously head to another shocker. Danny Welbeck, Xabi Alonso has gone ahead and obviously done this. Chelsea are considering a move for Danny Welbeck to add experience up front for the upcoming season. Initial approach made to understand deal conditions, as Kieran Gill reports. Decisions going on. So Chelsea are considering a move for Danny Welbeck. That's what we first got. Then he told us that Xabi Alonso has approved Danny Welbeck as a new experienced option up front for Chelsea. Chelsea in active talks to explore this possibility from Brighton. So Welbeck is one of those players that Chelsea want to bring in through as that experienced piece that is obviously needed. I think the fact is, when you look at that squad of Chelsea, it's lacking experience. Because who is the most experienced at Chelsea? Rich James. Who else? Caicedo. But this man is looking at players who have ever gone ahead to lift the Premier League. And I think Danny Welbeck has ever gone ahead to lift the Premier League with Man United. And for Jordan Anderson was the captain at Liverpool when they went ahead, obviously, win the Champions League and lift the Premier League for the very first time after very many years, you know. So that really speaks volumes of what Alonso is looking at. Experience has gone ahead, obviously, flow in. And he also is looking for Jadon Henderson. Chelsea lead the rest to sign Jadon Henderson as new midfielder. Another surprise for Chelsea. Henderson can leave Brentford on a free transfer, and Chelsea are ahead in race with two more clubs for England international. Former Liverpool midfielder open on the move. You understand? Then Fabrizio told us that both Jadon Henderson and Danny Welbeck are ready and open for Chelsea move. Personal terms already discussed are not an issue. Henderson to leave Brentford as free agent. Club-to-club talks for Welbeck in there for you. So he's getting in these two players. One, because of the experience. Two, because he thinks that he needs to be having a squad that plays in the Premier League, because these are not going to be Premier League players that will obviously play a very huge part into the Premier League title chase for the side of Chelsea, you know. And looking at Alonso going in for these players, he's sending a message that he's coming for the trophy. That is it. Xabi Alonso is coming for the trophy because he wants his starting 11 of the goalkeeper, then Tosin, Levi Colwill, and Fofana. That is the back three. Then three, it's going to be 3-4-2-1, right? Then the right wing back, Rich James. Left wing back, will it be Hato? Then in the double pivot, obviously, Moise Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, if Enzo Fernandez stays. Then the two number 10s, Morgan Rogers and Carl Palmer. Leading the line, obviously, it will be João Pedro. And for Estavo, we'll be waiting to see what will happen. But I don't think that 100% he'll be playing a 3-4-3 or with the back three always. Sometimes he'll go for back four, back three, like that, depending on the game situation. So now, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about John Stones joining Inter Milan. Here we go, pronounced by Fabrizio Romano yesterday. And a player known as Danny Welbeck joining Chelsea. Is it of any importance? And what of John Stones? Danny Welbeck, a little bit. When you look at his Premier League stats in the recent 3 seasons, Danny Welbeck has been on fire because last season he scored 13 goals and put up 1 assist. And 2024-2025, 10 goals and 4 assists, meaning that If Danny Welbeck can get you 10 goals in a season, I think that is really something very crucial. And I hail him for that calculative move because even Man United is raising their hand for Danny Welbeck. So your reactions to all that are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. This is the second video of the day on the Rokani Media Football. I sign out for now. See you later, and we meet again in the coming hours.